Hey Leo, welcome to Higher Source Tarot. So glad you found me. I'm going to be doing your reading today for October 2019 for all Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs in the sign of Leo. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite deck, and then I'm also going to be at the end giving you a Wild Offering Oracle card. And I find the synchronicities between the oracles and the actual reading are just crazy. So we're going to be exploring this little guy at the end too. A little bit about me. I've been reading tarot for 20 years, and I'm also a fully licensed therapist. I have a clinical and a macro license, and the clinical is pretty obvious. It means I can diagnose and treat, but then the macro license means I can run a big agency. So I've been in practice a long time and doing that. So I will, as we go along together, very likely just infuse things that I know from the therapy world, and I also have a long-standing history in recovery and working in recovery. So in any event, I hope you enjoy the reading. If you like what you see here, please subscribe, and you are welcome to leave comments if you want other videos. At some point, I'm going to be putting together a video explaining all the cards. So anyway, yeah, subscribe if you like it. I'll be uploading videos at least weekly. And here we go. Okay, what's going on in October for Leo? Leo. All right, what's going on for Leo? Just incidentally, I did shuffle the cards already, so that was just kind of a little extra thing. Whoa, here you are in your own reading. Strength. Okay, that's awesome. Love it. All right, Strength and the Two of Wands. Ooh, we got the High Priestess too. This is looking really good. All right, Six of Wands here is a energy behind us. The Moon. Seeing a lot of like intuition and maybe needing some clarity, but it's like there's a balance here between needing clarity and actually having it too. And just it's almost like whoa, and we end on the Sun. Now this also always feels like Leo to me, even though technically in the tarot your card is Strength. I also see this because Leos are warm, and today is a bright sunny day where I live, and I woke up and I thought today is the day for the Leo reading for sure. So and then on the bottom of the deck we've got the Nine of Cups, so all looking very good. You know what I see is somebody that's kind of weighing a decision here, looking out. You know, they've got this globe in their hand. It's sort of like this traveler who's on a journey trying to decide which path to take, but being balanced by a lot of patience. Now, I am an Aries sun sign and also Aries and Venus, so this is always tough for me when I start to see Strength. The only thing that I find redeeming about it when I find it in my own reading is that I know it's Leo. And so you've got patience here along with trying to make a decision. Now, at the root of the matter, sort of the underlying energies to this is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is intuitive. It's telling you to trust your intuition in the matter. If you're the kind of person where you find yourself saying a lot, I knew that was going to happen. Guess what? You did know it was going to happen, and along the way you ignored your own intuition is likely the case. The other part of this too is this can also be somebody, you know, if you're following this, that's great. But if you find that you don't necessarily take the guidance of the High Priestess, it could be that you're just not doing a great job of deliberately creating or deliberately manifesting, because we're all manifesting whether we are trying to do it or not. And people that don't take the heedance or don't heed the High Priestess tend to get a little of what they don't want and a little of what they do want. So, you know, she's also the two. She's also earth energy too. So if you're dealing with an earth sign, I see fire here, I see earth, I see Pisces, I see obviously Leo is in this. There's a lot of, you know, there's air in this. There could be really any sign. So this is really about secrets being revealed. She can figure people out. So if you know, you feel like too, like I said, it's all about intuitive guidance, but this can be something too. It guides you to just trusting yourself. You know that you're on the right path. Know that you're going to, with these two together, you're going to pick the right path. And even if there's some reservations, I would say go to the one that speaks to you the most. Now behind you is victory, success with this Six of Wands here. So obviously, you know, whoever this is, if it's you, if it's the other person, they've been successful in the past. It could certainly be an ex. It could be a former relationship where, you know, maybe there wasn't some big dramatic ending, but there's always been sort of this feeling of the one that got away. Kind of this like, we had a good thing going and I don't know what happened, or maybe there were some circumstances like, you know, a college sweetheart and then you took separate career paths and that brought you apart, and so it could be a past energy coming back into your life. Now the Hanged Man, this is an overarching energy for your reading and an influence. This can mean it's a good time just to be still, to know that the universe is guiding you, to know that you will be led on the correct path invariably with the Hanged Man. So this is a good time to meditate, to go within, again with strength too. You've got the patience to do it. A lot of times people struggle with meditation because they just don't have the patience for it. But in your case, you do. So this is ruled by Neptune. It's a very spiritual card. You've got like a lot of spiritual stuff going on here. And I also see too, we'll get to this in a minute, but you've got the counterpart here to the High Priestess. But anyway, so with the Hanged Man, you're going to have a lot of clarity. You're going to be able to analyze things well and accurately. You're going to gain a new perspective and a different way of looking at things. And so which actually leads us right into the Moon. So I really like this together because with the Moon, that can be like secrets coming out or things coming to light that maybe you weren't aware of. And sometimes the Moon can mean confusion and not coming to light. But I think with these other cards, this is guidance. So there's going to be a new moon coming up, and what this is telling you to do when that new moon comes up, especially if you're into the law of attraction and manifesting things, write down your intentions in that new moon. Write down your intentions. Some people like to burn them or bury them or things like that. You don't necessarily have to. You can write your intentions down and take a minute to feel what it would feel like to have those things in your current reality. So giving yourself that opportunity to ask yourself, why do I want this? Why would that be good for me? What would I enjoy about it? And really looking at all the positive aspects. This is a very emotional energy. It can also be like somebody's been hiding something, or you find out something that you didn't expect. It could be, and that actually leads into you, because this can, the Seven of Cups, these again are both water energy. This can mean that you're disillusioned or confused, also so can this. But I think what's going to happen for you is things are going to come to light. So it's not going to be long. There may be some uncertainty, but it's not going to last for long. And, you know, with this person, they could pick the cup that's full of the jewels. I mean, there's some negative energies in here for sure, but they could certainly be guided towards abundance, prosperity, if they look in the right cup. So you could have some options, I think, in terms of partners, in terms of even to work. Maybe there's some aspects here that are saying work to me. So with the Hierophant, I love this. This is who's coming towards you. And this card is one of commitment. So this, they say, is like the husband card of the tarot. So it doesn't have to be male necessarily. Again, it's very strong Taurus energy, but can also be Cap or Virgo, so it's earth energy here. So you could have an earth sign that you're going to be dealing with who values commitment. This person's going to run the distance with you. So it may be too that you've got some options, and maybe there's one that's a little bit more exciting, but you're thinking, you know, I'm ready for a commitment. I'm ready to settle down, and you're a Leo, so you bring the party. You don't need somebody else to stir things up. You can do that all on your own. And you have Leo in here anyway, so it's like Leo and the Hierophant would make a nice combination, really, because this person's really grounded. This also can be things like doing things in a very specific order and tradition. Sometimes it can be spiritual beliefs too. But what I really think is you've got somebody really grounded and stable who's going to be coming kind of out of nowhere And then this one, the Five of Swords, this is like walking away from a battle. So if you've had conflict somewhere, you're going to separate from that. You're not going to be interested in it. If you've had a lot of relationships that have had conflict, this new energy is not going to be that way. And chances are, if it is somebody with a lot of earth in their chart, they're going to want to have a lot of stability and peace and working together, and the ego will be off the table. And that's the thing. The ego is that part of us that needs division, that needs separation. And if you've ever been in a partnership where somebody's really ego dominated, it's all those little day-to-day things. I was with somebody who would make comments like, one of the first times I had them over to dinner, they said, I think I have more experience cooking than you do. And they didn't, but it was like always a competition. Or they would talk about their ex a lot, and then I would find out who the ex was, and I was like, whoa, I don't know that I would be bringing that up. But it was like in their mind, they had to have something to compare and compete. And I know you're probably hearing that and go, why the hell would you be with an idiot like that? But I think we can all kind of fall into those pitfalls at times and not see it coming, because there's sort of this other part of the ego that really can build somebody up, and it's just this push-pull. So anyway, so whoever this is, this guy still wants to fight, but these others are going, you know what, I'm really done with that. I'm not interested in it. And so for you may say, I don't really need somebody who's going to put me on that kind of a pedestal where I'm just their everything, and it's not two-way. It's not like that Two of Cups kind of energy. It's like where, it's just not very stable. So in the outcome, this is very interesting, because these are both, this is like immediately coming energy, and this is your overall outcome. It's interesting that you have the sun and the moon. You do have a lot of major arcana here too. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana, with the predominant energy of the sun. And who doesn't love this, right? This is freedom. This is somebody who has just the whole world at their fingertips. There's a youthful energy to it too, with that baby on the horse. He's just so exuberant and robust, and it's kind of like whatever you are gonna approach is gonna have growth. So if it's a new relationship, there's definitely going to be growth in the relationship and a lot of happiness and joy. It's a really beautiful energy. And it's also about like taking time to do things for yourself. So if you've had in the past relationships where someone was really needy and clingy, you're not going to have that again. You're going to have stability and a lot of fun too, because you bring that. That's what Leo brings to any kind of a relationship. So, and you're going to be intuitively guided into this. You've got kind of like your spiritual couple here. Some people say that the King and Queen of Pentacles are the power couple of the tarot. It's like these two are sort of that spiritual, deep, universally connected couple, and they're being guided into the sun here together, kind of running off into the sun together. So I really like that. This is definitely about a union. I mean, I might have mentioned work a little bit, but I see this really more in the relationship area for you guys. So, I think your prospects here are looking very bright. It's going to be a very exciting time for you, a very joy-filled time for you, and all you have to do is really let the universe take you. Go ahead and let the universe be your guide. Know that the universe is always on your side. Oh, and I forgot to tell you this one too. We didn't really get into him too much. But here you have this Nine of Cups, and he's kind of like this very proud figure, right? Looking here, sitting here, looking so robust and happy, and like, I've got all my cups here, and they're all full, and I'm full of love, and obviously this is water energy. He's just sitting pretty. He's appreciating all these cups. Things are good, happy, but things are also too, because it's a 9, things are not quite complete for him. But overall, I think you have a very, very positive energy coming towards you with this sun coupled with the Nine of Cups. So either way, I think whatever it is will come to fruition. It won't take long. It'll be a fairly quick energy. There's really nothing slowing you down here. So as you go forward, just enjoy the journey. You know, really, he's kind of like enjoying just being surrounded by all these golden cups, and he's very proud of it, and he's very happy and contented. So let's see what our wild offering has to say. So we got this little guy today. Oh, I like this. And he's just, so again, he kind of reminds me a little bit of the Nine of Cups, where they're just like these happy, robust characters, feeling very full. Change. Don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need is that one next action. You can say to love, just show me the first step and change me into one who can take it. So again, if this is you and you're looking for love, you know, you want to manifest with that new moon the version of yourself, that highest version of yourself that's aligned with love, that's aligned with the source that's within you, and will be open to a very happy, loving, and stable relationship. So stability, joy, and happiness are coming your way, Leo. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll be excited for you because this is a beautiful reading, and I love you. And until next time.